Double Hybrid. Written and voiced by Ashley Siegel. Chapter 4. That day, Titan spent his day at his friend's mansion. It was big and old-looking and creepy from the outside, and inside it had a vintage look apart from their rooms. They spent the day by talking, eating, and playing games, practically having fun until it was time for Titan to go home. I wish I could stay a little longer, but Grandma's probably wondering where I am, Titan says with a little chuckle. Don't fret, kiddo. We'll accompany you, says the ghetto fabulous Cleo. Oh no, I'll be okay. I mean, I am half vampire, so I'll be there in a flash. You sure you'll make it? I mean, we don't want to have a repeat of what happened earlier, remarks Tyler. Don't worry about me too much, you'll get a headache. Which reminds me, how come you don't drink blood? That's a story for another day, Tyler, he replies as he speeds off to his house. Okay, so tomorrow I have a plan for us so he can get to know us, says Miles. True, I mean, we know so much about him, and all he knows about us is our ages, which is really a lie, says Drea, looking down. Drea, it wasn't a lie. It was a way to gain his trust, and now that he has, he's ready to know more about us, replies Cleo. Okay, if you say so. Cheer up, Dee. He'll like us even more with the truth out. I hope, says Cleo, looking out the living room, watching the raindrops slowly flow down the windows. Titan gets home a little wet from the rain thanks to his hyper speed. Okay, so far nobody saw me. All's fine, I guess. Speaking to himself, he opens the door and enters his house and is welcomed by an aroma of cookies. Gran, I'm home. Where have you been, Titan? She answers in a tone that sounds a bit angry. See, Grandma Claudette bakes an awful lot of cookies when she's either angry or stressed. In this case, she is angry. The other's house, Gran? Why? I got a call from the principal saying I was supposed to be at your school 4 days ago, and now you bunk school with your friends? What is wrong with you? You're not the Titan I once knew. Gran, I was gonna give you the letter, but I forgot somehow, and Aunt Cassandra's Lyle's mom. And Audrelite was in the air that day I got it, which made me rampage, and that made me forget. And we didn't bunk school, it's just we got chased by the scientists at school and nobody was there. Even the teachers' cars weren't there. Wait. So you guys were attacked by scientists? Claudette asked, worried and shocked. Yeah, so we ran to Miles and the other's house for your safety, Gran. Wait. Start on the day of you getting that letter of me going to school. As she was getting on the counter, and Titan follows, sitting across his grandmother, and starts his story. Meanwhile, at the LeOndre household, Cassandra drives up into a castle-looking house driveway. After pulling over, she looks over at her son. They've just come from the shopping mall to get groceries after fetching him from school. Okay, Lyle. Whatever happens, don't look your father in the eyes. These days he's been under a lot of pressure from work. From somebody who's never been home to raise me and look after her own son. Lyle, you know the reason why I save it for someone who cares. Should I get the groceries? Or we're gonna sit here and have a mother-son talk while the ice cream is melting? Fine. Let's get the things inside. As they got their groceries inside the house, rushing away from the heavy rain and lightning. Charles, we're home!
I'm here, honey,
replies a man with a rather deep, scary voice. With that, Cassandra runs to her husband to find him on the phone.
Okay. Thank you for identifying me for me. Bye.
Don't tell me you did it.
I had to do it, Cassandra. It's part of my job.
But we talked about this, Charles, a month ago, and you agreed that it was a bad idea to leave those kids alone.
No, you agreed on your own. There is supernatural behavior happening in this area, and I want to know who is behind it and why.
But Charles, I've been telling you there's no such thing as magic, and all the other stuff you keep saying is happening here.
See, that's why I sent you to Paris, so you wouldn't interfere with your opinions.
I came back for my son. He needs his mother. I don't need you. With a quick turnaround, she sees her son standing at the door, crossing his arms and with tears in her eyes. Lyle, you don't mean that, honey.
Oh, I mean it.
Dad and I were fine until you came along. He's been nothing but good to me. You were never there. Honey, I tried. I tried contacting you, but he never let me.
Enough, woman. Stop filling his head with lies.
Charles yelled at his wife, striking fear into her as she winced a bit. Charles! She screamed back, finally gaining enough courage to fight back. You need to go, follows up Lyle, angrier. Okay, I'll take a drive. But I'll be back, and I'm taking my son with me, whether you like it or not. And with that statement, Cassandra leaves the room, runs down the stairs, out of the house, and drives off in the rain, crying hysterically. Inside the house, Lyle and his father watch her as she drives off. She shouldn't know about us, says Lyle with his eyes flicking red color.
Indeed, son. She is nothing but a pawn in my plan.
With his eyes also flickering red, and they both engage in a deep, evil laugh. And then he has this creepy, deep voice now that I don't even know how or where it came from. I'm even afraid. Cassandra says, wiping her nose with the tissue her aunt gave her while they talk, sitting on the couches drinking tea and eating cookies. So, does he lay a hand on you? No, he doesn't. It's just his voice that scares me and his short temper. I suspect the accident. Now. Don't blame something that happened years ago. It's true, Auntie. The doctor said that we'll heal from our injuries within 5 weeks for him, and 4 for Lyle since he was only 12 and he could heal quicker, and I was gonna be better after a month. Next thing, he heals in 5 days and Lyle in 3. I don't understand. Then later he talks about magic and the supernatural being around. I don't know what to do anymore. She says, sobbing her eyes out. Here's what you should do, child. Give him 2 weeks to change his ways. If there ain't no change in him, darling, fly back to France, or you could always come here. There's more than enough room for you and Lyle. Gran, I'm done. Oh. Hi, Aunt Cassandra. Titan says slowly in a low tone, showing a hint of surprise and anger, but hiding it behind a smile. Oh, hi, Titan. Came down for some cookies, I see, she says, wiping her eyes and planting a fake smile on her face. No, I came to say goodnight. I'm about to take a shower. Okay, honey, sweet dreams now, replies Claudette. Titan nods in agreement and runs up the stairs and into his room. He takes out his phone and calls Freya, video calling. Luckily, she answers.
Hey, Titan, what's up?
Something weird just happened right now. Call the others.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Titan. He says it's urgent.
Within 5 minutes, they were all on his screen.
Okay, we're listening.
Okay, so my Aunt Cassandra's here talking to my gran, crying.
What about?
I don't know, but it seems serious. And another thing, her eyes, Titan says, replying to Tyler.
What about them?
Asked Cleo. The day she was at school, they were green, and now they're blue.
Whoa, that is strange.
I know, something's up and we need to dig deep about it.
You're right, but what can we do? We can't interfere in adult stuff.
replies Tyler.
That we'll talk about tomorrow, kiddo.
Yeah, I guess so.
Titan!
Your aunt says good night, and I hope you're done with your shower.
Okay, thanks. Good night.
I gotta go.
Night, kiddo.
They all say in unison. After that, Titan got into a quick shower, got into his pajamas, and went to bed. Meanwhile, outside it's thundering louder than ever. Lightning is threatening to strike the tall oak trees in the forest. Cassandra drives up her driveway, gets out her SUV, and runs into the house as it was raining heavily. She enters the house to see Lyle and her husband watching TV.
So you're back.
Says Charles. Obviously. I'm going to take a shower, then I'm going to sleep, Cassandra says, walking up the stairs with her wet stilettos. Which reminds me, Dad, I'm off to sleep too.
Good night, big boy.
With that, Lyle goes up his room. After a few minutes, Charles gets up from the couch and walks to the basement door, but he first checks that nobody is up walking around the house then. He opens it and walks down the stairs into a dark room. But as soon as he puts his foot on the last step, the room lights up with large candles and torches and a dark figure with glowing red eyes.
I see you did it very well, Charles.
Says a deep voice coming from the dark shadow with glowing eyes. Yes, Master. All is set and ready to be executed, says a now quivering Charles, in a rather normal, not too high but not too deep voice like the last time.
Good. Now make sure the woman never leaves the house the room. And also make sure the boy keeps doing what you tell him to.
Yes, Master, I will. Trust me, I won't fail you.
Very well. Fail to do this, and all will be ruined, and all will die.
Never will I ever, Master Trecelli.
Now go, my servant. You will be greatly rewarded as you have won my favor.
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master. And with that, the dark figure dissipates and disappears, leaving Charles with glowing red eyes which fade into green. And all the lights fade as he goes back up to his house. Switching off all the lights in the house, including the TV, he goes up to the bedroom, wraps his arms around his wife, and drifts to sleep. And with that, the weather outside grows wilder, windier, rainier. Lightning strikes here and there, thunder rolling. That was a sign that evil had arrived. To be continued.